I was born by the river in a little tent. And just like the river, I had beef, wine, and shenanigans. Ladies and gentlemen, beef, wine, and shenanigans episode. I don't even freaking know what the number is at this point.
Like 5 Halloweens?
Basically. Oh my God.
Wow.
Here we are. Denise Capscott.
Hello, everyone.
Kirk Johnson.
What up?
And fresh from talking to his parole officer, Mark Abbott, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, here we are. Oh my God. So much to unpack. Let's get, you know what? Let's do some rest in peace stuff real quick.
Okay.
And then we can, become shiny people later. So we lost a legend, Richard Roundtree.
Mm-hmm.
AKA Shaft. Can you dig it?
Hush your mouth.
Exactly. So we lost Shaft, and we on the other, completely on the other side of the spectrum, like the most unshaft motherfucker in the world, Matthew Perry.
Yeah.
We lost him. Now,
could that be more sad?
At 57 or 54?
54.
54, not 57. Shit.
I'm just saying. Fuck, 50s. Just passing away in the 50s is not good. Period.
Not good. Not good.
Not at all. No.
And what's wild is, so TMZ, like, it's almost you almost have to. Is TMZ killing motherfuckers? Because they know.
Dang.
They know when somebody is dead before they do. And oh my God. And okay, what's really messed up is well, the conversation that I was exposed to was, so first of all, they are saying there were no drugs, there was no this, there was no that involved. And you can take that with a grain of salt, because of course somebody could have easily just said, well, here's this syringe, I'm just going to put it in my pocket. But, and it's so funny because Deb Gilman, shout out to her, who she is the producer of the very early in the morning football show that I work on Sundays.
Nice.
Her thought was that he just had a heart attack and ended up drowning in the jacuzzi. And I was like, because I heard different things, and then when I heard that, I was like, oh, because let's face it, if you're alone in a jacuzzi, it don't take that much water for you to drown yourself. You know what I mean?
True.
Because ultimately, it's like when they came back and they were like, well, there were no drugs, there were no alcohol on the scene, blah, blah, blah. Then you're kind of like, wait, this dude who's notorious for this shit, there was nothing there. And you kind of get the sense of, yeah, they're trying to, like,
work something out.
They're trying to work something up. But then when my producer friend at CBS, when she brought that up, I was like, oh, that is possible, isn't it?
And that makes more sense to me. Yeah. I mean, I have a jacuzzi. Right. And I sit in there every Sunday. Like, it's Sunday night. I'm getting in the hot tub. Yeah. So I could
in the water.
In the water. So I could see a heart attack if it's really hot in there. I could see that.
Well, the thing is, if you're alone in a jacuzzi, and now everybody's gonna start rethinking their lives. It's like, wait, whoa. I just can't get in my fucking jacuzzi.
Oh no, I'm getting in my jacuzzi.
I know you are. And then you got a sister that's like full on mermaid, so she's got to get in jacuzzi.
Yeah. Well, you safe sometimes. At that point. No, you safe at that point.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, your sister's a mermaid.
My sister's a mermaid. So I'm golden.
Jacuzzi, man.
Under the sea. Under the sea. All right.
Under the sea.
Well, the other thing could be because this is one of the reasons why they tell people not to get in there drinking alcohol, because it thins the blood. So it could be he could have been on something not drug related, but he could have been on like blood thinner or something else,
right?
And either mixed the medication by accident, and the water just relaxed him to the point where it was just like, that's it. So,
I mean, you know what? This is all speculation.
Yeah,
it's all speculation.
We don't know. We weren't there.
What we do know is that he's not coming back.
And then there's that.
Yeah.
And that's kind of sad.
That's sad.
I mean, his demons got him. That's even worse. So.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So anyway, rest in peace, all the way around. We also lost the Isley brother,
Rudolph Isley.
Yeah.
Wow. Dang.
Not an attractive man. Sorry. So I said the quiet part out loud. Sorry.
I didn't know we were doing a beauty contest, but hey,
we ain't. I'm just saying it's it's like, oh my God, dude.
Actually, you know what's fucked up? When I first saw the picture of him, I was thinking about how he looked like one of the Black Eyed Peas.
Yeah.
Like he looked like he could be that kid's father.
Oh, okay.
Not will.i.am, not Fergie,
Okay,
not Apple the app. Dude, I worked at TRL for 12 years. The fact that the fact that I remember 3 of the names of the Black Eyed Peas, and I don't remember the one that I'm actually talking about. That's all kind of a mess.
He looked like the dude standing behind the dude who's trying to get money from him. Rest in peace, sir. Rest in peace, sir.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
And I'm not gonna feel good. I'm not gonna feel good about this until I remember the fucking guy, because he kind of, he just had this sort of like Shaolin martial arts thing happening. Anyway. But yeah, rest in peace.
Yeah.
Rudolph Isley. It's like, I don't know. It this kind of thing really, it's almost too much.
Yeah.
Because then you got all the innocent people getting killed between Israel and Gaza, and you got all this other shit happening, and it's just like, what is going on in the world right now?
Yeah, like even that shooter in Maine, like,
and then that.
So many innocent people suffering everywhere.
All that mess. And it's like, are you supposed to take it seriously when they turn around and say, oh yeah, he shot himself? Because I don't know, everything just feels contrived and awful right now.
Yeah. But I mean, it has to get better.
The only good thing, of course, is that Trump is actually kind of getting bitch slapped in court. So there, if you're trying to feel good about something and you're a reasonably intelligent person that isn't trying to enable racism, hey, let's keep in mind that Donald Trump is catching it from all angles. So I remember when I heard that Sidney Powell was flipping. I specifically enjoyed that because I was kind of like, wait, Sidney Powell's flipping? So she's not even remotely curious as to how she's gonna look in prison cornrows?
Oh.
Not a little curious? I mean, Bo Derek went full on cultural appropriation back in the 80s, I guess?
The 70s for 10.
Right, exactly.
10, yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't the
What's
least
the matter?
bit
What's the
curious.
matter, Sydney? What's the matter, Sydney? You think you good enough? You too good for some braids?
And she don't deserve no braids. She don't deserve that kind of flash and flavor.
Hey, yeah, I tell you what.
Deserve that shit.
Shit goes the wrong way. And it's that sort of like reverse of let's go to prison.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Rachel Donovels.
they handing out those get out of jail free cards. So that.
No doubt, because they want to land a big kahuna, and I get that.
I think what's funny is that these must not be the Fed get out of jail free card. These must be the Gen Pop get out of jail free cards, because I mean, even Martha Stewart did some time. She was like,
did some time, but come on.
She was like, here's my colander, I'll be back.
Here's my colander.
But so if listen, you can't do Martha Stewart time. You can't do time. If Martha can do it, that tells you exactly what kind of crap they were about to hand down to these people. And I love it, like the low level people, like what was it? First it was the bail bondsman that was like, I'll take that plea deal, and then they just kept going up the stairs. So Cirque sold Trump. People are flipping without a net.
But I mean,
without a net.
They flipping, they somersaulting, they doing tumbles.
They doing the tumbles. This
dude, they up in the air like Shamu.
Shamu.
They up in the air. Up there.
Them people can't. Bowmouth.
But you gotta.
No way you gonna do 15 minutes.
No doubt. I think the only thing kind of bothers / worries me, of course, is all right. So everybody's gonna turn, everybody's gonna flip, everybody's gonna say their piece. It's gonna come down to handing this orange asshole a certain kind of verdict. But then for the Secret Service to turn around and be like, oh, so check this out. We gotta, because here's my thought on because we just brought up Martha Stewart. Martha Stewart's prison cell was probably nicer than any of our current living positions. And not to mention, they probably put an oven in her cell, and the guards was like, "You got my cookies, bitch?"
He's like Baker's dozen.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
This time I added a pinch of cinnamon.
and yes, I'm fucking around. I'm not,
But don't find out.
But I'm just saying.
And imagine only one to come visit her with Snoop Dogg.
Right. Right. Here's some brownies.
No family.
Just for
no
you.
family. No agent. No manager. But Snoop came to visit.
Snoop came to
Martha, how you doing in here?
But then that's the other thing, right? So, one of us goes to jail, it's a different kind of negotiation, but she got the commissary.
Right.
So even if somebody does try to like roll up on her, trying to, cornrow her hair or whatever the fuck, it's like, well, you want this breakfast cereal or not? Because if you keep fucking with me, you're not gonna get this breakfast cereal. Like she easily negotiates right the fuck out of that. And it's like, all right, shit, man, I need these Frosted Flakes. Fuck all that. And Lucretia, whoever the fuck, they get off of Martha Stewart's ass, and they go take their cornflakes and their cigarettes, and they go fucking in a neutral corner.
You said Lucretia, like from the Addams Family?
That's the Black Addams Family. But anyway,
yeah,
they all black.
They're Latino. Yeah, the Addams Family is Latino. We figured that out in the recent iteration. I want to say Gomez. No doubt. Gomez.
You know, the sad part is once they finish doling out once they get there, I here's what I think basically. I think everything hinges on what New York does.
Oh.
Case in point, no gag order till New York did it.
Right.
No drag his behind in here and make him sit at the table till New York did it. You know, it seems like they wanted I think the federal government is gauging how the response is going to be. So you remember with that first time when the hammer came down, you know, Marjorie Taylor Greene, everybody came running, screaming and hollering and everything. And the New Yorkers were like, okay, maybe you weren't here when the Klan showed up the last time, but that ain't working here. It doesn't work like that here in New York. Don't take your country bumpkin behind back down to DC and go do your job. And so from that point on, it had always been like all the threats he made against DC, nobody did anything until the New York judge was like, oh no, you're gonna be harassing my people. You know, gag order.
Yeah.
You know, 2 weeks later, here come Sister Girl. Oh, we're gonna put a gag order on. I'm like, well, you could have done that from the beginning.
Yeah.
He was yelling. The only person that isn't gonna gag him is that one down in Florida. That's basically on her knees.
Oh yeah, no, right.
Pleasing him. She's not gonna
Mar-a-Lago.
That case to me is a lost case. That's the throwaway case because
that's all right.
She's not gonna comply, and you know, again, the multitudes of laws that we have on the books in this country that are supposed to remove her from the bench, they won't do it. Right. So just like they won't get rid of the people on the Supreme Court. They can, they just choose not to. So basically everything hinges on, if New York, basically, because I think that's exactly what's about to happen. Letitia James, and then they're sentencing him. He's getting a sentence out of New York. He ain't walking away from New York with no you get to pick up some garbage on the side of the BQE. you are going to serve some time at some point. We're going to figure this out. And the federal government, once they see there isn't no white nationalist march on New York, and ain't nobody trying to break him out of jail like Boyd Crowder in the on Justified.
Oh shit.
That'll be it.
A Justified reference, ladies and gentlemen.
There it will be. And DC will follow suit, and Florida will collapse in on itself, talking about they can't make up their minds what they want to do with him. And there's that. The question is, when the judge says, I sentence you to either New York will either finance or jail, whether or not somebody be walking over to the table and be like, turn around, crack. Let's go this way, not toward the press. We're going to take you central booking, downstairs, out to the corrections van, and then that's the end of that.
Oh my stars.
That's the sound of the police. Whoop, whoop.
Or
that's the sound of the beast.
When you get to where you're going, you're like, now see, we got this pretty little ankle braces for you right here. You know. And
do you want the red light? Do you want the blue light?
Exactly. So that's what I think is going to happen. These people are saving themselves because they know Sidney Powell's was an attorney.
Oh, right.
So you know exactly what's about to happen to you. So
wow. I mean, I don't know. It's like, obviously we have, as a country, we have entered a very, very rare and just different circumstance. I don't know how, and the thing is, I don't know how it plays out because I don't know how many millions of people out there just listen to this asshole blindly. And between him and Fox News, which is of course still up to their fucking shenanigans,
no relation.
Yeah,
no relation.
Exactly. But it's we're in a very fucked up place right now. I don't mind saying it. I don't mind saying it. But
buy our books.
Buy our books. Please and thank
the place, but
if you
our
don't
books are
mind.
great.
If you don't mind.
Available at your most favorite online retailer.
And here's something that we don't do because we're often so worked up about the condition of the world that we don't plug our shit. Denise, what's your website where we, can buy stuff from you?
www.denisetapscott.com.
Mr. Abbott?
You can buy all my goodies.
It's www.whoismarklabbott.com. I caught that. I think very deeply.
Oh my.
Very deep.
I think very deeply. How fucked up is it that we are supposed to be these big horror sci-fi nerds, but we actually do know some hip hop shit?
Yeah.
Kirk?
Yeah. Man, if you want, come on, check out. Go to my my webpage, tulansfarfield.com. You can buy the Obanox over here at Amazon, Nook, Barnes and Nobles. Get an ebook, get a hard copy. I'll let you know where I'm gonna be, and I'll be dropping out some of that product for you.
Nice.
I'm still waiting on a proper plug for it,
Nice.
But yeah.
He's got some other websites. He's got some other websites. highestgiraffetits.com.
I wish. I'll tell you one thing. You read our material, and
you gonna wish you were high.
You're gonna be happy. You're gonna be happy you read it. It'll put it'll brighten up the life a little bit. Make you think of different things. Yeah. Make you think a little bit about how you wish the world could possibly be, or how people could possibly be. That shit is good. Especially that man right there with serial killers and Akasha and werewolves. What's that? What that man name again? Stephen Van what? Stephen Van what?
Stephen Van what?
So check it out. So my thing, my website, www.laughingblackvampire.com, and you should see the faces on people when I tell them what my website is. It's comical all in of itself. But yeah, I got vampire serial killers. I got the anthologies that I've written with these two nice gentlemen, and eventually another anthology with all four of us.
Yes,
all of that shit's getting ready to come together. I got some Black history. I got some short films. I got a plethora. That's the word I'm going to use. Plethora of things for you to go through in my website. I also have SVP's Little Black Book of Terror. Sales proceeds of which
I did too.
Will be going to a suicide prevention organization called SAVE. SAVE is Suicide Awareness Voices of Education.
Nice.
Yeah, exactly.
If people did not write down our websites, they can also go to beefwineshenanigans.com, where there are links to all of our websites as well.
And there's that.
And then there's that.
And then
and on Instagram as well.
Yep.
Yes.
And the TikTok. Yes.
Instagram, TikTok, and we be acting a fool on Instagram and TikTok. I want to say. Not so much Mark, because Mark has to keep it respectable because he's an educator and all that. But the rest of us, we be wilding out.
Oh, with the Lord to guide us. Sorry. I had a Maud moment.
I see that.
I see that.
Shout out to B. Arthur. Going like a motherfucker. Like we don't have that's wild, right? We don't have Three the Hard Way anymore. We don't have the Golden Girls. And that would and right, I gotta be honest, that would have been a dope ass little movie right there, right? The Golden Girls meet Three the Hard Way.
Three the Hard Way.
Oh my god! Could you imagine?
That'd be a lot. That'd be a great mashup, actually. That'd be a mashup.
And what's wild? Blanche would have tried to bone all three of them. I do love me some dark meat.
Right. And the premise and the story goes, all six of them are on a mission, on a mystery, trying to figure out if Vincent Price is actually dead or if he's still alive.
Oh shit!
Oh, Vincent Price. He's the best.
We were talking about that the other night.
Kurt, like the fact that we have a video clip of Vincent Price calling Christopher Lee a bitch.
Yes.
Bitch. That was hilarious.
That is, yes.
Meanwhile, Christopher Lee was practically James Bond in real life.
Outside
of his fucking acting. Outside of his acting, he was doing all kinds of wild espionage shit.
Yo.
Like, oh my God.
Yo, he told Peter Jackson. I think that's my favorite story where Peter Jackson said that there was a scene in I think it was Return of the King where Saruman gets stabbed in the back. And Peter Jackson was telling him like he wanted him to make a certain noise, and he was like, that's not what a man stabbed in the back sounds like. Oof. If you want, I can tell you what it sounds like, because he actually stabbed him in the war. So he was like, I'm like,
wow,
that's one of those. Nobody give this man a blade while we're on.
Give him whatever he wants.
that just adds to the entire comedy of Vincent Price calling him a bitch.
Yes.
Because Christopher Lee did all that shit. The fuck did Vincent Price do?
Right.
You might have killed people in the war, Christopher, but I resurrected ancient gods.
There is when you get a chance, look for the one with Vincent Price with Jack Benny. When Jack Benny was telling him about a role that they were both going out for.
Right.
And Jack Benny says something to him to the effect about we'll see, the best man will win. And he goes, the best man will win. And he goes, the best man. Okay, so let me explain to you when it's a preposition, and he breaks down how to say the best man, how the best man will win. So he goes, right. So before we both go out for this part, maybe it's a good idea if you learn first how to speak English.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
And, Jack Benny had this look on his face like, like,
bitch.
I was actually waiting for him to go, well, his famous oh my God.
Oh gosh.
Oh,
just circle back and pull a Columbine, I guess. I don't know. But anyway,
Happy Halloween.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Happy Halloween.
When folks get in their feelings, that's what they do, right? Yeah, happy Halloween, even though it doesn't feel that happy unless you're like a teenager or a 20-something that just doesn't know any better and you're just out in the street.
Or
I don't know.
Or if you're our age and you get some good horror.
Well, then
right,
because we've been getting some good horror.
Mm-hmm.
I think we have.
Yeah, I think so too.
No, that's true. I guess. Even though, all right. All right. I didn't.
There's so much out there now.
Look, you know, wait.
And what?
Right. I know. I feel we should take this time out to big ourselves up. Look, our horror is fucking fabulous. All right. Yeah, there's good horror. You know why there's good horror? Because there's academics is fucking writing horror. Mm-hmm. Mark Abbott, right? Mm-hmm. Voodoo Queen is writing horror. Denise Tapscott. Mm-hmm. Yes. That man, Mr. Mad, Mr. Magnificent. Stephen Van Patten is writing some great horror. And coming out in 2000. Fuck that. And I'm just chilling and enjoying the fucking ride, right?
Right. And you owe me a story too. You owe me a story.
I do. So yeah, there's great horror out there.
There's great horror, but there's other stuff too. Like we were talking about.
None of us is dead in a fucking jacuzzi, so we all good, bright, and good horror.
You're invited to hang out in my jacuzzi when you come to LA.
Thank you, Denise.
You're welcome. But there's good stuff.
I can't wait. Wait. So none of the three of you bought bathing suits? Y'all are just sitting here naked in my jacuzzi right now? Like, I can't wait.
Right.
I can't wait. That's going to be dope.
What happens in the jacuzzi stays in the jacuzzi.
All right, shit. I'm glad you're taking that attitude. Anyway, so...
And I'll have y'all clean out my jacuzzi after. Takes about an hour and a half.
I got scrubbing bubbles. Anyway,
oh my god.
Someone's dying up in there. Not in my jacuzzi. Shoot. Love my jacuzzi. Oh my star. But there's good stuff because you were talking about it earlier.
Who's putting out their cools on the floor?
Right.
Anyway.
But like we're trying to give you that track. Like, you know, I watched Exorcist Believer. That was better than I expected.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Talk to me.
I'm hearing bad things about Exorcist Believer. I'm still gonna watch it.
Yeah.
Because I just give them credit for having a black girl and a white girl possessed at the same time.
Yes.
It's like y'all trying to solve racism with an exorcism. Like, what are y'all doing?
Right.
Remember the 80s when they had like the salt and pepper cops? It's the salt and pepper possessed. That's all it is.
Nighthawk, baby.
Right.
Stallone and Billy D. Williams. Tram getting stabbed by Rutger Hauer and shit.
Oh,
no, come on.
Stars.
Those were good times.
We had what was it, Danny Glover and Mel Gibson. Lethal Weapon.
Right. Yes.
48
but I'm
hours.
just saying, before that, we had
48 hours.
That's all I'm saying. Oh, yeah. And then we have 48 hours. Mm-hmm. No doubt.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have Exorcist.
Let me get this straight.
Shooting 10 speed. Come on.
Yes.
10 speed and
10 speed
brown
shoes.
Right.
10 speed and brown shoes. Oh, my God.
He pulled out 10 speed.
10 speed and brown shoes.
Yes.
Oh my God.
You're welcome.
I gotta admit, I enjoyed that. Ben Vereen and Jeff Goldblum and our first, as children, our first look at Jeff Goldblum.
Mm-hmm.
But 48 hours, that's significant too.
Yep.
But get this, man. We ain't brothers, we ain't partners, we ain't friends. Gans gets away with my money, you're gonna be sorry you ever met me. I'm already sorry. Basically.
That's when we got our yelling police chief.
Right.
I thought it was from Starsky and Hutch.
The stereotypical black screaming police chief. Oh my God. That's
even, you know what's funny about that? Have you ever seen Loaded Weapon?
Yeah.
He's in Loaded Weapon as the screaming police chief. Like they're all sitting around. He walks in screaming and everybody starts running to their desks. Those are the two. You know what? Those are my two dream roles.
But
I want to be the screaming police chief, and I want to be the guy in the police precinct that's going. You know, there's always that one guy that's got the handcuffs, and the cops are trying to get him into the holding cell, and he's
what do they call it? The struggling perp.
Struggling perp number 2.
The struggling perp and the screaming police chief. All right. I want to say that I want to say Predator 2 certainly had a couple of struggling perps.
Oh yeah.
And a screaming police chief.
And a screaming police chief.
and the mixed group of cops.
You cutting off my dick and shoving it up my ass.
That's some shit.
Ain't no killing what can't be killing.
No stopping what can't be stopped. No killing what can't be killed. Calvin Lockhart, ladies and gentlemen.
There it is.
Calvin Lockhart.
Wow.
I missed that cat.
Wait, go ahead, Benice. You talk about horror.
Yeah, like there's good horror out there. Yes.
So
what
do
you believe? So for you, Exorcist Believers was okay. So
it was okay. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I liked it. Of course, I always had questions, but you know, I always have questions. I'm like, well, why did that happen? And why did that? And why did? Yeah. But I mean, overall, it made sense.
Okay.
They had some parts were like really good writing and some good character development, and some of us like, nah, you're relying too much on stereotypes. But I mean, it's like it's a scary horror movie.
There were stereotypes.
Imagine that.
There were stereotypes.
There were some.
So the black possessed girl was like, yeah, I need some fried chicken. Is that what happened?
No, it was more like the white people with the potato salad. Like they're just really predictable. You knew what they were gonna do. But overall, I enjoyed it. I really did. I enjoyed it.
Let fried chicken fuck you.
You know what? We're not even doing that.
No.
I'm sorry.
So
I
got no Popeyes, nigga.
Oh my stars.
I think we just hit NC-17. Anyway, you was gonna say something, Mark?
No, she said she saw The Exorcist. I was trying to get the second thing that she saw. What other horror can you recommend?
Oh, I really liked Talk to Me. I really liked
I'm hearing good things about Talk to Me.
That would be like my number one favorite movie this year is for horror. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Very surprised. I really liked it. Based in Australia. Yeah. Really good story.
There's black people in it.
There are black people in it, for sure. Definitely.
Satisfied the Kirk Johnson
yeah. Really good writing. Right. Even up to like the very end. Oh.
It's not just you, but
not just you.
I'll check it out. I heard
that
some.
Out. I'm trying not to give any spoilers. I really liked it. Yeah, for sure. I think it's streaming now. You should be able to see it on something.
I think it is.
Okay.
Yeah. Definitely check that one out.
I saw Five Nights at Freddy's.
What is that, a poker game?
No.
Like a poker tournament, Five Nights at Freddy's.
It looks like that Banana Splits movie that was on the Sci-Fi Channel.
Kinda. Definitely.
It's based on a video game.
It's based on a video game.
Oh,
and except it's there is one, like, I want to say the second act of this movie is mad violent. Like violent to the point of wait, what the fuck? Like that bad. And then the third act where you really normally expect a horror movie to just kind of ramp up and just like do whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
It actually like calmed down a little bit because in order to explain why the animatronic fucking characters were fucking people up in the first place, and I should back because obviously there's going to be at least a couple people listening to this that have no idea what the hell I'm talking about. So, Five Nights at Freddy's is about a guy who takes on a night watchman's type gig, only to find out that as it is an abandoned pizza restaurant that used to employ these animatronic characters to amuse the customers.
Okay.
Now the animatronic characters are actually, for lack of a better way of explaining it, they're possessed. They're not just possessed, they're possessed and controlled so that they are doing homicidal type things.
Okay.
And it's the whole concept is very left of center. And yes, as Mark said, it's based on a video game that I never fucking played. Like, but I'm not a good gauge for that because I think Devil May Cry and Soul Calibur were my last real, like, outside of some random shit I do on the phone. You know, I've done more live action gameplay shit, you know, thanks to my friends at Extra Credit, than I have actually, like, you know, because I don't even have like a current game system, nothing, you know.
Me neither.
It's like when somebody turned around and said, but then you know what, you get to a certain point, it's like, I need to write this shit. I don't need to be sitting here playing video games right now.
That part.
And don't get me wrong, I miss Soul Calibur. I used to fuck people up in Soul Calibur. Used to beat shit out of people in fucking Soul Calibur because we used to play the shit at MTV on our breaks.
Nice.
I used to fuck people up. I used to be Ivy and pull these like fucking macro moves where you just like fucking rip people in half. And I remember the first time I did it, it was like in a director's office and everybody stood up and was like, what the fuck did you just do? And it was just like, oh my God, I felt so good.
Oh, that's so cool.
When I felt so good when I did that. But
Van Patten beat the shit out of me. Van Patten beat the shit out of me.
Ouch.
This is so
out my fucking game. Van Patten beat the shit out of the fucking game.
Yeah, right. This is now an NR rating. Like went past R and went
with the NC-17.
Exactly. Don't let me stand up because it'll be a complete X. Anyway,
and there we go.
My stars. My stars.
But oh my God. So I ended up seeing that. And then I started and finished Fall in the House of Usher. And I enjoyed that.
I'm enjoying that
too.
I'm like halfway through.
I'm
really
done.
That.
And I gotta tell you, it is worth the ride. Every last bit. It is so worth the ride.
Nice.
Nice. And this is the first cast, and there's all these like monologues.
Yeah. Ooh, that lemonade one.
Oh
man.
Yes. Stop.
Man.
Stop it.
Man. Wait till you guys see it when life gets you lemonade. And my man Carl Lumbly is in it. Yes.
Stop playing.
For real.
Stop.
Man.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh my God. So good. So much fun. I deeply enjoyed that. And I enjoyed it so much that I actually finished Castlevania.
Ooh.
And I'm mad at them because as an author who occasionally leaves his shit in cliffhanger mode.
Yeah.
They left their shit in cliffhanger mode.
No.
I
do that too.
My feelings. Ooh. I am in my feelings.
Wow.
I'm like, you greasy Netflix motherfuckers. I was right. Yes. Take that dome and stick it in your dick hole.
Ouch.
Wow.
He's really in his feelings.
Oh
my stars.
Right?
No, because but you know what it is? It's like back in the day, right? Mm-hmm. When they left you with a cliffhanger. Mm-hmm. Let's say you watching What's Happening and they dropped the damn tape recorder in front of the fucking Doobie Brothers. You know there was a finite amount of time. Mm-hmm. Let's call it 3 months. Where you finally see the resolution between Rerun and Raj and Dwayne and the fucking Doobie Brothers in the You had 3 months.
Right.
3 months. And it's a long fucking time. Feels like a long fucking time.
Anyway, right.
A fucking teenager.
Back then, yeah.
God damn. But Netflix could keep us hanging indefinitely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They can cancel that shit.
Because I didn't see a date. I didn't see a date like, oh yeah, June 19th.
Right.
We got you.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So you know what? They can kiss my butterscotch colored ass.
Not butterscotch.
As far as all that goes. Because I ain't appreciate that shit. I really didn't.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, I blame some of that on the writer's strike and the actor's strike too, because there's a show I watched on Sci-Fi Channel called Surreal Estate, and I love that show, and I thought it was done. And then suddenly, like 2 years later, you have season 2.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so it wasn't?
This is my point.
Yes. Oh,
this is my fucking point.
Yeah.
Because by then you done forgot what happened.
Forgot all about what happened.
You're like, wait, what? What is this?
Previously,
I need you need like a 15-minute recap just to fucking be like, oh right,
okay,
right,
there was that character, and then
that's how they make you follow them on Twitter.
No,
follow us now on Twitter.
I'm not doing
By the way, I was not, and I'm watching the time stream on the screen, and I'm like, wait, y'all ain't wrapping this up in no 10 minutes. Like, the fuck is going on?
It's a good show, though, from what I've seen so far.
No. It's
but
dope.
now I'm like, uh-oh.
It's dope. It's dope, but I'm mad. It's dope, but I'm mad. And that's basically where I'm at. Because they, yeah, it pissed me off. I'm sorry.
I see.
So I watched.
They getting a bad Yelp review. That's all I'm saying.
1 star.
1 star. I watched The Haunted Mansion on Disney.
I like that.
That was really good.
I really enjoyed that movie.
It was better than I actually thought it was going to be.
I totally agree.
I never saw the Eddie Murphy version because I just
don't.
When
it came out, a favor. Do not.
No.
Because
even when it came out, I was like, this doesn't even look like it's going to be worth my time. But this one, the story was great.
With Lakeith,
Lakeith was emotional at times.
Yes.
It got really emotional at times. And and some of the things the Ghost did was actually really hysterical. Like when on my second viewing, I was like, oh, okay, I get it now. Why this one particular ghost kept turning the TV on to Deadliest Catch.
Oh,
and then you had the ones in the kitchen trying to help out making breakfast and kept messing everything. And then on the literary front, I went back and I read not that I hadn't read it before, but I read Let the Right One In. When they talk about books and movies, this was, first of all, the book is a hell of a roller coaster ride. I got to give this guy Lindquist a lot of credit. He had a lot of characters and brilliantly tied everything together. Even characters that were just literally there for a moment, he gave you enough information about their background so that when they did what they were going to do and they went away, you were like, wow, that was messed up.
Oh, wow.
Now, what I was not prepared for was some of the information I did not know, such as the gentleman who takes care of Ellie the vampire is actually a pedophile. Which is not conveyed in the film.
Not at all.
He is homosexual pedophile.
Whoa!
Which is what made me wonder what he was doing with Ellie till we find out Ellie is not a girl.
What?
And we turn that corner.
Ellie's not a girl?
Nope. Which does not, but it does not detract from the overall story itself.
Right.
It's just a piece of information that maybe the filmmakers were like, folks are not ready for this.
Okay, so Ellie is a boy?
No kidding.
So according to the book, Ellie is a 12-year-old. Ellie's name is Elias. Spoiler alert for those who know. Ellie's real name is Elias, and I keep saying she because that's how she's introduced. Is a 12-year-old boy who was castrated.
Whoa!
Like over 200 years ago.
Whoa!
And
oh my stars,
has been just basically living life like that, but because of his appearance, everyone just naturally assumes he's a girl. So he uses that to his advantage. Right. The relationship he has with Oscar is pretty much the same way they play it out in the movie. Right. And but it's interesting to there's just this moment in the book that you got to go, well, yeah, where Oscar knows now. Ellie has told him that I'm not a boy, I'm not a girl, this whole thing, and Oscar has to consider whether or not he wants to stay with Elias. And he makes there's this thing in his mind. He goes, well, what's worse? The fact that the thing that troubles him is like, he's not so much bothered that Elias is a vampire, but he is a little troubled that it's a boy. So, and then he goes, but then what's worse? You know, that's the question he leaves himself wondering, like, is it worse that I like another boy, or is it worse that this is a creature that, you know, and, but it's still, I will say the pool sequence is still on paper is just as vicious as it is. Nice. It pays off in the end.
Nice. And, nice. Awesome.
And I still think that's probably one of the greatest vampire kill scenes ever. I still like you don't see anything, you just hear it from under the water, and then the head just drops into the pool and you're like, yeah.
Let the right one in.
Let the right one in.
Yeah.
And they sure did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So wow.
That was, and I'm actually really excited. I am a closeted fan of this series called Hell House LLC. If you've never seen it, it is a found footage series about this haunted house, a Halloween haunted house that is actually over the portal of hell.
I saw the first one.
And the first one was really good. They are now coming out with a fourth one.
Oh, wow.
I think tomorrow, which is the origin story
of
the where all of this, how it all began. And each one of the films have been good. I haven't been disappointed with them, but if you're a fan of the series and you didn't know there's a fourth one coming out on Halloween,
I had no idea.
You're welcome. So
thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes,
you're welcome.
Hell House, you're welcome. Wow, Hell House LLC. Okay,
LLC.
All right, cool.
Excellent.
That was a nice drop of information.
Holy moly!
Yeah.
Kirk, did you see anything scary? Did you think anything you liked, or you're like, nah, kick rocks?
I saw Gen. I saw, you know what? I saw Gen V.
Oh, how was that? I keep seeing ads
the
for
boys. It. Yeah. I actually like it better than the boys.
Oh wow!
Whoa!
Actually, do like it better
Whoa!
than the boys.
Huh.
Okay.
There, it does. I feel anyway. You know, it does tap into the younger generation and the kind of the nihilism and the trauma that a lot of these young kids are going through. Especially a lot of them finding out that their parents injected them with this compound serum, and that they have to live with these things. Because then everybody gets the powers that they love to have. So it's pretty interesting. The mystery gets really heavy.
Right.
And
wow.
There's actually one character that's supposed to be kind of like, if there was an analogy to him, he'd be the Hulk. But it's worse than that.
Oh wow.
Okay. Very much, and
I'll add it to my list of things to watch.
Yeah, and I don't know if I ever told you, and I did a deep dive on books that I know I will never look to read.
Oh.
Transgressive literature. Do the research. Don't touch it. Sammy Delaney's Hog. Don't touch it.
Oh my god.
A couple of things. Yeah, there's like I like finding out, kind of like playing in the horror realm in the genre with you guys. And I did this thing where I go and watch movies and read books just so that I know where my limitations are.
Oh wow.
And I found them. I found them. I know where they are now.
What, Hog?
So, huh?
What,
yes.
Hog?
Yes, Hog. And in terms of movies, it's 121 Days Sodom.
Okay.
That's Marquis de Sade. And
okay.
Hog, that's there's Marquis de Sade's 120 Days of Sodom, and then there's that movie 120 Days of Sodom.
I want to say all that's the same damn publisher, but all right, yeah.
Yeah, and then Hog with Samuel Delaney is just I know what I will not ever be writing about.
Right.
Or where my limitations are like, I got to cut this all out because I'm not comfortable with it.
Because I'm not
right. Okay.
I'm
that's good to know though. Yeah.
I'm absolutely not. So that's that.
Well, but I mean, ultimately you can be a horror writer, but if you don't have as much hatred for mankind as, let's say, the person that came up with the idea of, okay, so you're traveling through outer space and then you happen upon an egg and then the egg blossoms and then this fucking thing jumps up and covers your whole face. And then your friends fret over you for about a half an hour and then that thing falls off, dies away. And then literally a half hour later while you having some shrimp and grits, then, then a whole thing gestate jumps out of your chest.
That's
and all that.
The beautiful thing about that is that we know it's fiction, right? Right. We know it's fiction. It's fine.
Yeah.
But let's say, I'll give you an example. Remember, what is it called? New York's Finest or Brooklyn's Finest with Don Cheadle and Richard Gere. No, Richard Gere. That Brooklyn's Finest. It's a cop movie. They're undercover cops. Chadwick Boseman and Wesley Snipes was in it.
Yes.
Right, and there's an episode. Richard Gere is an old cop looking to make his glory days and solve a murder, solve a case, and he finds that there's a young woman there are young women being held captive in the basement of a projects.
Yes.
Oof.
I remember this. Yes.
Yikes.
Imagine that scene as the first chapter in a book, and then it continually gets worse as the chapters go along. The thing and the thing that caught me is this. Too much of the setting and the characters have too many allusions to the real world that I can't help but see that this is happening in the real world.
Right.
Oh no.
So you see how depraved and egregious people can be towards one another. That's a different kind of horror, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's like this. That's like Holocaust. That's Holocaust. It's slavery. Right. Yeah. So I'm like, oh, all right. I can. Oh, learn some new words. I'm never using those again. Right. I would just stick with that's what I mean by, where you want to go with your horror. And I commend people who can get through the book and read that stuff and still be sane and still have hope for humanity.
Wow.
I kiss you.
Yeah.
I bless you.
Well,
just but
I'll just close it out. I'll just close that thought out as we get ready to wrap this up. I will say, I think all four of us have the blessing and the curse that we don't hate humanity enough to come up with something like, let's say, Human Centipede.
Exactly. Exactly.
Which I don't know if the three of you have bothered to watch that, but I heard about the premise and I was just like, you know what, I'm good. And
no thanks.
And I mean, I watched the Serbian film.
No.
Which
did?
I did.
Oof.
Wow. Mostly
to you, sir.
Mostly because, it was one of those things where it's like, oh, well, I was at a friend's house and he was like, well, you're a horror connoisseur. You need to see this. And I didn't even know exactly what he was turning on until he already turned it on. And I was just like,
well,
you're like,
challenge accepted.
Right. Nope.
Yeah. And normally, yeah, exactly. And of course, I can be that asshole, be just kind of like, well, fuck you. I'll watch this shit.
Right.
It's my ass.
Right.
And then I go home and cry.
Right. Why did I do that?
Why did I do
Son
that?
of a bitch.
I'm good.
Where's that tequila?
Right.
Yeah.
But like, I'm glad they lost the footage for the other 15 minutes of footage in Event Horizon. What we got was good. We don't need to see an extra 15 minutes of what went on in Event Horizon.
No, but and you know what? You're right, because Event Horizon fucked me up good, nice and good.
Yeah.
Wow. Good and nice and good. Hey, that's it. We're out of time, folks.
Yes.
Ending it on a positive note.
Positive note, please. I need a positive note. Give me a positive note. Give me a positive note.
Oh, real quick.
Somebody, yes.
If you haven't, I'm plugging this because I've been reading it. I've been reading lately because I haven't been watching movies.
Sure.
The Mahabharata. If you find it, Indian epic poem. They have it in prose form. It is. If you read it like Greek mythology, shit is awesome as fuck.
Oh.
The Mahabharata. It's. I'll just say that it's awesome as fuck.
Okay.
It's something I wish I knew in high school.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's actually not great.
Nice.
Nice. Very nice.
Professor, anything?
Look, yeah.
No. After he took me out. He took me out of the talking after he mentioned Human Centipede. No, I didn't make it 10 minutes through that movie. I was like, oh no.
Right.
No.
Right. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is the man who's seen Cannibal Holocaust.
For Cosette to find it.
Right. And this is the man who saw Cannibal Holocaust when he was a kid.
Oh
wow.
Yeah. This is King Cannibal Holocaust.
Listen, no.
No.
Hold on. And I'll say it in Spanish. No.
Can you say it in French?
No.
Well done, sir. Well done.
I don't know, man. I think I would have been more convinced if you had been holding a croissant. Anyway, that. Okay, Gambit. That is this episode of Beef Wine and Shenanigans. As always, I want to thank Denise Tapscott, Kirk Johnson, you motherfucker, and and my consigliere, Mark Abbott.
Always a pleasure, you guys.
Always a pleasure. Never a chore. I don't mind being on Beef Wine and Shenanigans a couple of times a week. But on this day, on a Sunday, on the day before Halloween, you come and you ask me for favors. And the favor was to be on the Beef Wine and Shenanigans show. So I took your favor and I came on your show. And what do? You insult me by mentioning the human centipede. You don't even think to give me a good horror movie to watch before I go to bed tonight.
I'll tell you what, I'm gonna give you a Sucrets.
Sucrets.
Pause, nigga. Pause.
Ricola.
Oh no.
Oh my God. All right.
Oh Jesus.
Don't make no sense. The folks are just listening to us hysterically laughing. So
right.
We're gonna end this. Everybody who's listening, we love you. We mean it. And we're gonna talk to you soon.
Yeah.
Be safe on Halloween.
Be sure
Enjoy
to
yourself.
Yes.
Wash
Enjoy
your
your
hands.
Halloween. And yes, get some hand sanitizer, you filthy animals. All right, later.